Hey everyone, it's January 30th, and that means that if today is your birthday, you share it with German serial killer Hans Erwin Hagedorn, who murdered at least 3 children beginning in 1969, and that is him right up there, and I'd like to apologize for my terrible German pronunciation. Born in Eberswalde in 1952, Hagedorn had domineering parents and was a loner as a child. Often teased by his peers, he chose to play with younger children who wouldn't make fun of him. But as so often happens, the bullied becomes the bully, and he tormented his playmates, even threatening one with a knife. He grew up to become an apprentice chef and was working for famed German caterer Mitropa in a kitchen at a train station in 1969 at the age of 17. His colleagues noticed that he seemed to relish cutting into the flesh of fish when preparing plates for patrons. In May of that year, 2 9-year-old boys went missing from the Eberswalde suburb of East Berlin, with a witness reporting that he saw the two riding bikes in the forest with a young man. Lumberjacks found their bodies a couple weeks later with their throats cut, but no other evidence for police to follow up on. Their investigation first focused on the witness who was the last person to see them alive, but after nothing turned up, the case went cold in 1970. In 1971, however, Hagedorn met a 12-year-old boy in the garage of his apartment and became friendly with him. This proved deadly for the child as he turned up dead a day later, with the perpetrator leaving behind a jacket at the crime scene. A profile was developed of the killer, with police told to look for a young man without a criminal record who was secretly a pedophilic sadist. They began to interview students in local schools, hoping to find clues, and one student revealed to them that he had been molested by a young man. The boy had been skiing with his mother in the woods when they came across Hagedorn, who convinced the mom to let him ski with the boy alone. He then molested the child, who kept it a secret out of shame. The police showed the boy a photo array, and he was able to finger Hagedorn, who was quickly arrested. He confessed to the 3 murders and molestations, telling them that watching the 1958 film It Happened in Broad Daylight inspired him to act on his dark impulses. Hagedorn told them in great detail about how he first injured one of the 2 boys to hobble him, then stabbed the second boy as they went for help, being aroused by the act of stabbing him in his heart. He then returned to the first boy and slit his throat. The police had him participate in filming a recreation of the events, using their own children to play the victims. He enjoyed this immensely, perhaps gaining the same kind of arousal from the simulation as he did from the actual murders. Hagedorn was tried and convicted in 1972, being sentenced to death after the judge watched the recreation that was filmed. The judge stated, "The accused has forfeited the right to live in our humane society." Hagedorn was shot in the head later that year, being the last civilian prisoner to ever be executed in East Germany. If this is your birthday, I hope you have a great day. Leave me a comment so I can wish you a happy birthday. If you know someone whose birthday it is today, send them this video so they can find out all about their birthday twin. And to Hans Erwin Hagedorn, I say, happy birthday, you bastard.